I will take on a lot of tasks and I'll do them myself, and then I don't want to burden anybody else with the things that I have to do.
I sometimes think I would love to. I wish you could trade spaces and like see yourself how.
Oh my God, yes.
That'd be cool.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
Either the camera hates me,
Yeah.
or this is how I really look, and everyone's lying to me in life. And that is exactly how I feel. I need to tell myself that it's going to be easier if I let someone help me. It's going to be easier if I let go of control.
Yes.
Right?
Welcome to the Limitless Tribe, where two badass women build businesses, chase dreams, and keep it way too real. I'm Kat.
And I'm Mel. We're the founders of Powerhouse Admins and the Limitless Tribe, and we're inviting you into the messy middle, the mindset shifts, and the CEO glow-ups we never see coming.
Now let's get into it.
Hello. So today we're going to talk about something that sounds really simple, actually, but it can be really hard for a lot of people. I know I'm one of them. So receiving compliments, help, support, anything that has to do with someone like telling you something nice or, lending you a hand. And I know that I resist it, but sometimes I don't realize how much I resist accepting that help or accepting that compliment from someone. So I know like when someone compliments me, instead of just saying thank you, I tend to be like, oh, the shirt? Oh, I got it for $5 at Ross. Or if they tell me, oh, you've lost weight, I'm like, oh, no, not, right? Like, it's always something like that instead of just saying thank you. And I have been practicing that thank you a little bit more instead. So, because when I don't know what to say, I'll just be like, thank you. But then it still doesn't feel like great, like I feel awkward.
It feels like there should be more.
Yes, like I feel like I'm missing saying something.
Yeah.
And then I kind of just sit there or stand there and I'm like, it feels kind of awkward and I don't know what to do now. I don't know where to go from here. So you really a lot of people deflect it, right? And we say it was on sale, it don't look that good, oh no. Or if someone offers you help, instead of being like, okay, yeah, thank you, you say, I got it, I can do it myself. And I know I'm completely guilty of that too. I will be completely overwhelmed with stuff to do, and I will still take on an additional thing and not accept for someone like my husband to help me out. So do you ever feel that way, or do you feel like that happens to you?
So with the compliment part, I feel like I used to be like that when I was younger, and somewhere along the way I learned just say thank you. It still feels weird, but I do just say thank you now. Mm-hmm. And the rest of the commentary might be in my head.
Yeah.
But I don't say it out loud. I make a point to just say thank you.
Well, that's good. You're better.
I've been working on it for a while. But sometimes it catches me off guard, more than usual, or it feels weird. So it's even sometimes with you, or I don't know, someone else told me something and I'm like, so I might make a face oh, I still say thank you, but I'm like, oh yeah, okay, thanks.
Yeah, the thank you doesn't match the reaction really.
Yeah. But I'm 85% there. I think that I generally say thank you for the compliments, but for the help, no. Again, a little. So with the help, I, with work and leadership and working with a team, I've learned to delegate.
Yes.
So that helps.
Yeah, I think that piece is okay. It's the more my personal.
Yeah. So I won't ask for help. I'm trying to get better at it, but I have gotten better at accepting it. So if somebody offers, even at work, if I can pick up the box full of 2 things of reams of paper, but if someone offers that it's going to be easier for them, sure, thank you. And I've learned to be better at that. Or can you help me move this? Even though I know I can, but I don't need to. So I've gotten better, but the asking for help, sometimes, especially if it's something bigger, it's harder. It feels like it's my responsibility and I shouldn't pass it on to someone else, or they're going to be bothered, or I feel like I'm getting better at saying the no's to things I don't want to do, but I'm still not great at accepting help from people when it's something personal. Yeah.
Or asking for help is whew.
So with the help, I think we've said this in another episode, but I'm a person that says, hey, can you help me with this if I need something, right? And my husband thinks that is not proper English, because I'm not going to do it with him. So if I say hey, can you help me pick up these the water bottle,
he expects you to take one part of it and him one part of it.
He expects it is that he thinks I'm saying it wrong, because what I really want is for him to do it.
Yeah, because if that, by saying, can you help me with this, like, you're going to pick up one side, he's going to pick up the other, and you're going to go.
Right. So he's like, just tell me to do it. Just ask me. And so that's been like awkward and uncomfortable for me. So I've been trying to like get more comfortable being like, hey, can you move the water bottles to whatever, you know? So I'm getting better at asking, but it still feels really awkward, and not saying help me sounds mean.
I realize something. So I'm not good with asking for help, but it's typically because when I do ask for help, like it's mostly something that I need right away. Like I think it needs to be done right away. Like in my head, I want this done right now. So I'll be like, oh, can you help me do whatever? And I do say, I think I use the same verbiage. Like I just say, can you help me, even though I'm not doing it, but it's to help me not have to do it.
And it removes a thing off your task.
But then if it doesn't get done immediately, then I'm annoyed, and then I do it myself. And then, but I didn't translate to the other person that like my husband, that I wanted done right now. And in his head, he's probably thinking like, this can get done later. And I'm like, no, it needs to be done right now. Because I feel like if I don't do it right now, then I'm going to, I don't know, he's going to forget to do it. And then it's just going to sit there.
It's in your to-do list. Yeah. Right. For me, I feel like it's like still beeping each time. It's like,
this then I'll just do it myself.
Yeah.
You know?
So with the water bottles, because we'll get like these big containers of like things that we buy, and they're literally like at the front door. And I mentioned it twice. So now I'm like, so every time there's water bottles at the door, can you take them to the garage? Like every time. So I'm trying to be like more clear. Like this is an every time thing. This is not today. Just every time.
Every time you see the water bottles at the door, please take them.
So it even though it's annoying to change the verbiage, it has helped me be like a little bit more direct.
That's good.
Also, he'll do whatever I ask him to do, but it doesn't mean he'll be happy about it. So then if I ask you to do something and you seem like bothered, then I don't want you to do it. Because
I want you to do it with a smile on your face.
I mean, just at least neutral.
Just neutral,
Like if you like complain, or you're like, oh, now like I don't want
that bothers me. Like if you're gonna complain about it, then I'm like, oh, now I'm mad that I asked you to do it. Then I'm like, why?
He feels like it doesn't matter if he complains. He's gonna do it anyways. Like he's just ask him what you need and he'll do it, and that's it. And it doesn't matter if he complains. But to me, I'm like, that kind of kills the...
And I feel like if I do the thing, I'm not complaining that I'm doing it, at least out loud. I might be complaining in my head, but no one knows about it, so then I'm just doing the task. You know?
Agreed. So but I have tried to get better at it because I've been learning about that, like the whole independent thing. Like it's so good, and it is something that's helped me create my life in a certain way as well, but it also alienates so many people, and it doesn't let people help you even when they want to, because you're putting out that vibe of like you don't need it.
And I feel like you've told me that before, because you'll be like, oh, why don't you tell so and so to do it, or why don't you do, and I go, okay, but then I don't do it. So I try to work on it, but it still feels so foreign. But it feels foreign because I don't do it enough, you know. So I do this constantly. I feel like it's a constant battle. If someone compliments me, I get shy, I downplay it. So if I have a lot to do, I don't ask for the help that I need, and I just do everything myself. But that's like, you know, then I complain that why didn't I just ask for the help? So it's a lot of back and forth in my brain.
It's bad either way.
And it comes from, I think, a lot of being independent for so long, right? So for so long, I've had to handle everything on my own. So if you're feeling that way, maybe that's what you're going through as well. Like you've had to be the independent person, the one that handles everything, that you figure it out. So you start to believe like, I need and I should do these things by myself. Like I don't need anyone to help me. And I know I've always said that, like that phrase specifically, I've always been like, I don't need anyone to help me. I can do this on my own. So do you think that if you have a high achiever mindset, that's how you act more? Like it's more of a thing like that?
I think for some, because at the same time I think like really high level, high achiever, is Jeff Bezos doing everything? No. You know, so I don't think it's all of them. I think like maybe like for us, like we were supposed to have a partner that helped us raise our kid, and they weren't there. So like that help failed us. So like I think it trains you to feel like you can't trust people to help you, or you're going to be a burden, or you're not good enough if you're asking for the help. But I've been trying to change my mindset from, if I ask for help, it's not because I can do it. I can do all of it because I have done all of it by myself. But I don't need to anymore, and I shouldn't. So that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So it's not that you can't.
Yeah. It's more that you just don't need to do those things. And, my husband tells me that all the time because, like, I will take on a lot of tasks and I'll do them myself. And then I don't want to burden anybody else with the things that I have to do. So, like, I'll tend to just do them on my own. And then he's like, I'm here to help you. Like, it would help us both to get in bed earlier together if I helped you out. And then I'll be like, okay, that makes sense. Like, okay, do it. Help me. Please help me. So I think I've gotten better at, like, letting go of that control a little bit more to, like, certain people in my life. My husband mainly. God bless his soul. Other people, not so much. It takes me a little bit longer to kind of let go. But him, I think I've gotten, because of that, like, him kind of explaining it in a way like this is going to help the both of us in our relationship. And then I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
And if you give him things and he does them, then it builds that trust where you can ask for more help. But I feel like in your case, you have so much because you're taking on, like, other people's stuff too. Yeah. So with that, I feel like it's even like the same as work. Like, if you never delegate things, then they never learn. So then it doesn't become training for them and they don't grow.
Yeah.
So, like, I need to train them and then teach them and then let them do their thing on their own so that they can grow themselves. I'm, like, limiting them by doing it.
Yeah.
So with those people, it's not even help. It's like, are there tasks that you can hand back to the person they belong to?
Anyone in my life listening, you know who you are.
So, but it's you because you took it on. So you have to be the one to hand it back. But it's like a blessing for that person, I think, like for kids, like I feel like if you do everything for them, they're good in your home, but then, like, you've set them up
what are they
fail.
doing in life?
Then when they're not with you, or God forbid you can't be there, like, they don't have the tools. So I always think of that, like, I always think I have to make sure she's good to go out, so that means sometimes being a little tougher or having her do more things or having her have more responsibility, because she's going to have all of the responsibility soon when she's out on her own, and I don't want it to be like such a shock. Even with work, we used to always say, like, when you're going from a rep position or like an agent to leader, you need to do a lot of the leader work here and really understand the role and practice it so that when you get to be a leader, it's not a total shock.
Yeah.
And then you fail. So, like, it's more like a transition, and, like, there might be one or two things you didn't expect, but you've already handled a lot of it, so it's less of a, like, you don't set them up to fail, because that happens a lot at work too. Like, you do it too soon and they learn all the stuff in the role, and then that's a mess up.
That is true.
But I think with the help piece, it's also like a control piece, like, you've trusted someone to be there, right, and they weren't. You're never going to do that again. I think it's almost like an internal thing you say. Like, going forward, it's safer if I count on myself, because I know I can count on myself and it'll get done.
That is true. That comes back, the control piece, I think, comes back to the whole, I want this done right now, and if it doesn't get done right now, like, I don't trust that it's going to get done later. Like, how many times have I told someone in my house, oh, can you wash the dishes before you go to bed, because I'm tired and I don't want to do it, but I don't like there being dishes in the sink. And then what happens? I wake up in the morning and there's dishes in the sink, and then I'm like, I should have just washed the dishes myself. So then the next time I wash them myself, because I know it's going to get done. I'm controlling. But it annoys me.
I'm not that. I feel like I've loosened up a lot
that bothers
over
me.
the years, but I don't know. And now I feel like I'm in my time of, I want life to be easier, calmer. So if it doesn't align with that, then I don't bring it into my life. So I try to, like, let go of more things. Like, if it's the dishes, I don't know if they can you remind them to do them that morning, and know that it's not gonna, even with work, like, when you teach things, so the other person is not gonna do them as well as you.
Yes.
And that's something you do lose sometimes. Sometimes they do it better, but sometimes it's not gonna be as good as you, but you still didn't have to do the task.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of a...
At work, it's easy. It's not easy in my personal life. And then sometimes in the morning, like, I'll tell the person, I told you to wash the dishes last night, and they were still in the sink, right? Like, so, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, da 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 da. But sometimes I don't even say it because I'm so aggravated that they didn't wash the dishes, and then it's like, what's the point of me wasting my breath? But then I should, because they're not going to know.
Train. If not, then then they know, like, if they forget, you're just going to do them.
Yeah. So it's not always conscious. It's like I know that I'll get it done right if I do it myself, but it also feels easier if I know it's going to feel easier, even though I'm more exhausted now, like by telling someone consistently.
Yeah.
But I know it will get easier if I consistently remind them and like be proactive about it instead of waiting for later. So,
and thank them. Oh my God,
I
thank you
know.
for doing the dishes. Make like a big deal about it so they can do them more often.
I do like things done when I say it to do them. Like when I say do the dishes and then they don't like immediately get up and do the dishes, I'm like, oh, I know this isn't good.
Can you do the dishes
and I'm like,
now?
I know this isn't going to get done. Yeah, I think.
Or can you do the dishes right after dinner?
It's so aggravating.
Some people really need very specific instructions.
Yeah, I feel like they do. So back to compliments, right? So compliments can feel awkward. We deflect them, we minimize them, we don't believe them. I know that's also a big part of it. Like I don't sometimes believe the thing that the person is telling me because it just doesn't align with how I feel maybe about myself.
Yeah.
So then I kind of, just say, yeah, no, not gonna agree with that. But why do you think that is?
I think it's that like we don't see sometimes what other people see in us. I sometimes think I wish you could trade spaces and like see yourself how.
Oh my God, yes.
That'd be cool.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
I do. I want to see myself through someone else's eyes.
Yeah, especially with specific people.
Yes.
But I have opposites problems. Like with people, I feel like I don't see myself the way they might, and also sometimes if they're like a close person, I feel like they're just being nice.
Yes.
Or like
that's exactly how I feel.
But unrelated, kind of different with the camera. Sometimes I'm like, I look cute today. I feel nice, and then I take a picture and another picture. I'm like, is this what I look like?
Yes, I do that too. I go either the camera hates me,
yeah,
or this is how I really look,
yeah.
and everyone's lying to me in life. And that is exactly how I feel.
Yeah. So I try to just take the compliment. Plus, it feels good to give a compliment, and I try to give them to. I love. You know what's the best? Random girl compliments from people you do not know.
Me too. And I try to give those a lot. I do. Like Paul and I will be at a store, and I'm like, oh, that girl's hair is so pretty, and he's like, you want to go tell her, right? And I'm like, I do. And like I'll let her know because I feel like it's so good when you receive compliments from people that you have no clue who they are.
Yeah.
Because the people that are close to you, I feel like sometimes they're lying to you because they love you.
I don't know. Or they have like rose-colored glasses, but this is like a total stranger that genuinely felt that and went out of their way. Because I'm shy, so it's also hard to tell people because I have to go up to like a random person,
And you know who's gotten me into that more? Victoria. My daughter will compliment strangers all the time. And stuff that I don't even think looks good, but she does. I'm like, Vicky, really? And she's like, that dress is so pretty. And I'm like, is it? No, that pretty. And Victoria's like, it is. And then like she'll go up to the person, and then she's gotten me more into that. She's like, because then I see the person's reaction, and they're like, oh my God, thank you. And I'm like, oh, we need more of that in life.
Yeah.
So it's good.
It's good energy, and I feel like it stays with that person for the rest of the day, right?
It does. It does.
Some even longer.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think the other thing with the compliments too is like, I think guys are like the hunter, right? Like they like have to approach the girl. They have to be a little delulu about their confidence to be able to take the rejection they do. Because I would not. I always used to joke, I have to be a gorgeous man because I would not be able to go up to
I'd be broke. I mean, not broke. I'd be by myself forever.
Yeah, they have to come to me. So they have to have that in order to succeed, right?
Yeah.
But with women, I feel like we're taught to be like smaller, to like not be bragging, to be humble, to not take up be too like attention grabbing, to not be loud, to not be take up so much space. Yeah. So then it's like contradicting to that. And I think you can be humble and brag.
Yes.
Like I don't think you should be.
Yeah, they shouldn't not like they can exist together.
Yeah, you don't have to be so humble. We took it to like the extreme, like that we can't even take a compliment because we humble ourselves like all the way down. Like it was more like just be a humble person, not
exactly. Not like talk negative about yourself or not believe any little thing that someone tells you.
Yeah.
So receiving is a part of growth. It's a part of expansion, right? So compliments help support opportunities. If you keep telling people no, you're never going to grow from that. You're never going to give yourself more room, more opportunity, right? If my day is completely booked with stuff and I don't let someone help me out, I can't get to the next level. I can't do anything else. I can't take on more or better projects or bigger opportunities because I'm still stuck on these smaller tasks that I'm never going to finish. So I feel like you'll just keep blocking yourself.
Yeah, that's kind of my inspiration.
Yeah.
Because like in work, but also in life, like I want to be able to receive more from the universe.
Yes.
And I'm always going to be a person that works really hard, but I also have learned that what I receive doesn't have to match how much I work. Like I could work hard, but I could receive like so much more.
Yeah.
So if I limit myself to where I can't ask for help, to where I can't take a compliment, to where I can't accept good things about myself, then I limit what I can receive in life and personal and business, and that's not what I want to do. So I've been trying to practice that receiving piece, because it's not an innate thing that we're good at.
To receive everything from the universe. Yes. Everything.
But if we're like, no, we're good.
Yeah.
Then it's
or picking and choosing all the time. Like, no, like today I will let you give me a compliment, but tomorrow, no.
Yeah. And it doesn't know what to
do.
Yeah. So
it's like, what do you want? Yes or no?
Yeah. If you want to receive, you have to be open to receive.
Yes.
So, working on opening yourself up for that, so that those blessings can come through.
Yeah.
Without it having to all be.
I think I need to look at that more. That's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
So asking for help is not weakness. It creates connection. It creates support. It creates balance. So do you think people see it as a sign of weakness?
Yeah. And I think yours might be a little bit more weakness. Mine is more like, I think, a trust thing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think people see, like, if you ask for help, it's like if you can't do it, or people are going to think less of you, or...
I know when I go to like pick something up that's heavy and like my husband's like, oh, I'll get it for you. I'm like, I'm not a weak ass bitch. Like I can get it. And it's not even about that. Like,
you see, I'm like, hey, can you help me? And that was not like that before. Cause like when I used to work in a store, like those big water bottles, I'm carrying them from outside. I'm like putting them, and like everything I would do myself. But now I'm like, no, like I need to I don't need to. Like
exactly. I don't need to. What's wrong with me?
And those are things we had to do. Like sometimes my husband's like, he'll say like, I don't know what he says, like, oh, what did you do before, or something like that. I'm like,
I did it myself. Yeah.
It's not that I can't.
But now you're here.
But like, why would life be the same as when I was a single mom?
Yeah.
To now that I have a partner, and I used to buy a stuff on OfferUp with my mom, and my mom is older. And it's just us two, and we would go and pick up like whatever furniture it was. It could be like a huge piece. We'd stuff it in the car.
We'd figure it out. Pay Tetris in there, trying to figure out how to get it in.
No, when they leave like ginormous packages, not like this, like ginormous packages in front of the door. Like one time I bought like one of those outdoor pools. Mm-hmm. I'm flipping the thing until it gets to where I need to go. But now I'll be like, hey, can you help me? Or, hey, can you bring that in? Like,
that's smart, because you don't need to do it on your own anymore.
Yeah,
have to go through the trouble.
I mean, he can cook, right? But you cook.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He tells me that all the time too. He's like, I can make dinner tonight.
I know, but that's like for me. I see it like if I wasn't here, my husband wouldn't starve for himself. He doesn't cook, but he would eat. Yeah. Like a 12-year-old, but he would eat. But I'm here, so I do the cooking, and he gets to eat a little bit better. So because he's here, I can do less heavy lifting.
That's true.
It's like a trade-off.
It is. It's a good way to look at it. Little by little, getting there.
So, have you had situations, I know you had the dishes run, right, where they fail you, but do you have situations?
You have no idea how much I don't know why I associate dishes, like leaving dirty dishes, with like getting bugs. So then I feel, and I don't have bugs in my house. Like we have Orkin comes, they spray. I don't have cockroaches, nothing. But I associate it with like if the dishes get left in the sink and they're dirty, we're gonna get bugs. And I don't know why. So then it like freaks me out when I wake up.
I'll taught you this.
Most likely. I mean, everything comes from somewhere, right? And mostly the negative stuff is gone.
I get it. You leave it like 5 days, even 2 is a little. I
don't know. So then I see the dishes and I'm like immediately like, we're gonna get bugs. We're gonna get bugs.
Also, unrelated, but why do Hispanics have such a problem with the freaking dishwasher?
Well, we don't use a dishwasher. It just sits there. It's a prop.
No, it's like a storage.
Oh yeah, no. So Paul's sisters are very like dishwasher friendly. They want to use the dishwasher. They will use it every time. And then they come to our house and they're like, "So we don't use the dishwasher?" And I'm like, "Once a month." Once a month.
It doesn't go bad.
Once a month because yes, it can't go bad. But now we have the issue where we actually need to replace our dishwasher because it went bad because we never used it. So then we're trying to figure out, do we get a dishwasher or do we put like one of those refrigerator, like wine coolers or something, or a beer, because we don't use it. It literally just sits there. It is for decoration.
So I grew up like that, and that's how it always was. Like, you would wash dishes and then you put them there. It's like a drying rack. Like, that's where they're drying, and that's the dishes you pull back out that you use most often.
This is my house.
I mean, that's how I grew up. But I don't know, like, somebody, I think it was another friend of mine, she came over for like a holiday, and then like my husband was a little bit for it. I don't know, it kind of, people just got me to use it, and I'm like, why are we not? And also, I told you, I'm in my ease time, so like, there's a machine that is made for this service.
It's true. It is very true, but I can't get into the habit of well, now it's broken, so it's like a habit anyway.
You know what?
But even when I can't get into the habit of doing it.
I don't think it's even the habit. I think it's trust issues.
Could be.
Because
it's not going to clean it as good.
Yes, exactly. Because of my house, we're using it now, but it's a fight. Like, my mom pre-washes the dishes, and I get.
Oh, I've done that.
I get you know, like, if it's got a lot of food, like, you know, like, take the food off, but like, sometimes I have to check the plates a lot because I'm not sure if this is clean and I should empty them or if they're dirty. So I'm like, so she's like, pre-wash it because she doesn't trust. No, this can't go in the machine. This can't. I'll wash this one. This one can't go in there. So, but I think it's trust issues, like with machines, because you're so used to doing it.
So two things. First, Paul's sister told me that the dishwasher actually uses less water.
It does.
Than if I was to wash the dishes myself,
and
right?
I Googled to check.
Okay, and I have not Googled it, but that's what she told me. But then Paul told me something that I'm not even going to say this right because I don't remember exactly how he worded it, and I think he's lying to me, to be honest. But he said the dirtier you put, because I would do that. Like when we would use the dishwasher, I would pre-clean them to put them in the dishwasher, and he said that actually is wrong because the dishwasher then doesn't detect film. I don't know, he used some fancy words, and usually when he's doing that he's like lying, and then I just believe the things that he says, and then later I find out that it's not true. So I don't know if it's true, but I was like, is that true or not, and should I stop cleaning them before I load the dishwasher? And again, my dishwasher's broken, so I'm not using it.
This is my thing. I put it in there, and one thing didn't get washed right. I'll just leave it for the next round. Is it the end of the world? No. Like,
maybe.
It's a tool. And my mom, I think she just doesn't trust technology. So I bought this like giant like cat like litter box that is like electronic. Okay. Because with everything, I'm trying to make my life better, easier, smoother. This is the good times. Like, I'm not trying to add more work. So I want a machine that will like clean the poop. It brings it down. Like, it's just automatic. The machines never work. They all have problems. Like, she wants to go back to like the little tray, just the box.
Does it work for you though?
It does. Now it's actually broken because the cat has to go to the doctor, but because she pees a lot. But from the beginning, she thinks the machine isn't good.
And it was working in the beginning.
Yeah, it works fine. But like, so then the water, I bought like those waters that flow.
Yes.
So that you don't have to change the water bowl so often. No, it doesn't do it right, and the water gets murky, and I have to change it every day. I think it's trust issues.
Yeah, it could be. I agree.
Take advantage.
Because I do have trust issues with the dishwasher.
Give it a chance.
Yeah.
Not anymore. But.
No, I know. Now I'm debating, do I get a dishwasher? Do I not get a dishwasher?
And you guys, there's more of you.
I know. So then I feel like we should have a dishwasher maybe, because maybe I will start using it, and maybe it will make my life easier, but then at the same time, maybe it's just going to be a waste of money and sit there. I don't really know.
Too bad you didn't get a chance to like test it. Because, I mean, it's just like anything. It's like a tool that's there to make things easier.
Yeah, now I bought paper plates. And during the week, we eat on paper plates and toss them.
We've been doing that. Now we're going back to plates again because, one, the environment, two, we don't fill the machine fast enough.
Yeah.
Listen, okay, last dishwasher thing, because we gotta keep going. But when I leave, like, go on vacation, I come back and I open the dishwasher and it stinks.
Yes.
Because
you don't use it. That's why we would have to run it every now and then, because...
No. It's because she'll put 1 or 2 things there, but not everything.
Oh.
So it's staying there too many days because you're everything washing. So then she's like, oh, it's because we don't have enough things to fill it. No, it's because you're washing them. Put them in there and it'll fill.
I'm telling you.
So guys, trust the tools that there are.
Is it just Hispanics? Let us know. Is it other nationalities that have this dishwasher issue?
Well, okay.
I don't know.
Another time, but like the warming tray where you keep the pots, it's a warming tray.
Oh no, yeah, that's George.
Yeah, so we gotta use things right. Come on, let's improve the generations here. I'm trying to learn, and
my daughter's gonna be all confused in life when she goes when she gets her own place. She's gonna be like, wait, what? What do you do with the dishwasher?
No, even in the oven, like we used to keep pots in the oven.
No, we still do. No, we have to. So, Lord have mercy. I need a whole other episode on just this. When we go to use, or like my stepson will go to make brownies, he has to take out like 5 different things from the oven to use the oven, because the oven is a storage facility for pots and pans.
My husband is Hispanic, but he's more American and grew up alone, so he's helped me like see the light on some things. So
Paul too.
But
him and his sisters try. They really do try. They like come to the house. They're like, why? Sarah even she'll tell me like, I live by myself and I could have 2 dishes and I put the dishwasher on, and I'm like,
oh no, I will try to fill it.
I'm like, 2 dishes, like I'll just wash like it. I don't know.
But you'll never have 2 dishes.
No, I'll never have 2 dishes. So. But yeah, I mean they try. It's just
you should let them.
Overpowering.
Learn.
So yeah. Just can't, like, so much for my brain. But yes, honestly, I know it always feels like I need to tell myself that it's going to be easier if I let someone help me. It's going to be easier if I let them if I let go of control.
Yes.
Right?
People and machines.
So I'm not alone. I know that I can do this. I can, reframe my thoughts, let people help me more, and also accept those compliments here and there. And I need to try to catch myself in the action. Like when I'm about to say, no, I'll do that myself, I need to let go of that. So I'm working on it. It'll get there.
Agreed. And maybe reframe that, like, this is actually making you stronger.
Yeah. And
you trying to do it yourself is the weakness.
Yes.
You had wrong what the weakness was.
Let's go.
So when it's a compliment, like, it's not an overnight thing. And I've been doing this for years now, where I just say thank you mainly.
Yes.
And it's still not 100%, right? Sometimes I'll make a face or something, but I don't usually add extra commentary. I try to just say thank you, and that's the practice. And eventually there'll be less internal noise with the thank you. So there'll be less explaining, less deflecting, less minimizing, and not only are you gonna get better at it, it's gonna feel better to receive the compliment, because you can't even really receive it when you disregard it.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't feel good for the person giving it, and you're helping others around you learn to receive.
Yeah, I know my husband gets annoyed when I tell him, like, if I deflect or like not accept the compliment, he gets, and I tell other people because I'm working on it with the other people. I'm not working on it with him. But with the other people, I work on just the thank you, right? Because thank you, right? So I don't have to, like, I feel like that's the best thing to say. I might not completely believe it, but I say thank you. With him, I have a million things that I, like, no, you're just saying that. Are you sure? Da-da-da. Like, it's a whole thing.
Okay, so start with him today.
Yes. And he gets annoyed because he's like, why does everyone else get the thank you and I get all of this? And I'm like, I don't know. So I'm gonna start with him.
He's next. Just thank you.
Just thank you.
I'll make his day. You can still have the shit in your head, because it doesn't go away overnight.
It doesn't.
It's just a step to, like, stop it outwardly going out.
So I'm gonna practice, and I want you guys to practice too. Just say the thank you. Catch yourself before you go to push it away, and just say thank you.
Yes. So when it comes to help, just because you can, And I still stand by, it's nice to know you can. So it's nice to know, to have practiced it at some point. And I did. And I already proved that to myself. And I know that whatever it is, I can handle it. But I don't need to anymore. And I don't want to. And like you said, I want to grow to a much bigger scale. And that means accepting help, bringing people along, and letting go of things. So receiving is not going to take away from your life. It's actually going to add to your life. And then also, I think, opens you up for like the universe to feel like, okay, she's ready to receive. Let me tack on more blessings.
That's what I like. I want that.
Yes.
I like that. I need to look at it like that because I'm in for all the blessings.
But the universe is like, but you have to earn it yourself. So even like with manifesting, people are always like I grew up like, if I want something, I'm going to work for it. And these are all of the, like I know the steps, or at least I know the starter steps, and then I'll know the next ones and I will get myself there. But now I'm thinking I don't have to know all the steps. I will still get started on the work, but maybe I just get a blessing.
But there's also, the trust piece from the universe that it's going to bless you with this as well. So it's like the two pieces combined.
Yes, and then it doesn't always have to come from my work.
Yeah.
I think before, like I grew up thinking it always has to come from my work. And if I didn't work for it, I didn't deserve it or should receive it. But now maybe I just get a blessing of money just because. Maybe my mom got a little check the other day for I think it was like a citrus tree that they took of hers.
What?
I was a teenager. I was like 15.
They
came around and they were taking because of bugs, or I don't know, like the tree was good, but like I guess another trees could cause parasites or something. I don't know anything about gardening, but the county was like picking up those trees because you weren't allowed to have them. And she just got a little check for that.
Shut up. That is so cool.
Yeah, so it's just like blessings that can come and they don't have to be connected to my work. Allows me to receive more than only what I can work for. So if you enjoyed this episode, if you found yourself like you can relate to a lot of the stuff we were saying, a lot of the examples.
If you don't use your dishwasher,
you're in the right place. We're all learning together. So make sure to leave a comment. Let us know if you use a dishwasher and where are you from? Because I think it's Hispanics. I don't know about other cultures, but definitely Hispanics. And I'm proud to have cleared that generational trauma. I am using the dishwasher.
I need to figure that out.
Post in the comments, share with a friend, have a laugh, and don't forget to follow us. On our next episode, we're going to talk about things that we pretend we have together, but we actually don't. So until next time, your life, your rules, stay limitless.